Hello all, very good morning. So in today's topic, I would like to continue the referral system. So mainly we have seen what is the need for referral system, what are the important points that are involved in the referral system. Now we'll see what are all the classifications that are there in this referral system. So we have two types of classifications here. Firstly, we have verbal referral and we have facilitated referral. So what is this verbal referral means? Mainly most of the programs, they are referred on the verbal referral. So the community health worker examines the child and inform the patient to take the child to the other healthcare facility. So the literature here, evidence is presented that the verbal referral has an impact on the mortality. So what is the facilitated referral means? Here the community health worker, she is performing a facilitated referral. So community health workers promote the compliance with the referral here. So community health workers consults to the family about why the referral is necessary. Here if you say in verbal referral, just as she is informing the patient to take for the other healthcare facility. So here the parents, they might take or they might not take here. So most of the programs, unfortunately, they are relying on this verbal referral, and it is mainly causing, means this verbal referral, it is mainly causing an impact on the mortality. Facilitated referral means mainly here the community health worker, she is convincing, she is counseling the family about why the referral it is necessary, and she is mainly promoting the compliance with the referral. The community health worker fills the referral slip here. So we will see what is the referral slip and where it can be used. So she is filling the referral slip, and she is giving to the child or child caregiver so that they can take the child to the higher healthcare centers. So nextly, monitoring referral. So here the community health worker, she is recording all the referred cases in a register. So after the examination is done, the outcome of the referral and explaining the follow-up of the community, so they are performing in the home care itself. Nextly, community health worker, they can inform a source of money emergency transportation to the community level, and the community health worker accompanies the family to the health facility to ensure that they receive the immediate care, and community health care worker provides the initial treatment prior to the referral. For what is this monitoring referral now? Means nothing but here the community health worker, she is recording, she is maintaining a record of all the cases which were referred. She is mainly registering them, and here she is stating, so she is examining after the examination, the community health worker stating the outcome of the referral. So she is explaining the follow-up that the community health worker should perform in the home. So whatever the community health worker, so she is mainly informing a source of money. So what is the source of money that has to be needed for the client? What is the source of money that is needed for the transportation to the community level? She is informing them prior itself. And community health worker, she is mainly accompanying, means she is accompanying the family to the health facility, and she is ensuring this, she is making sure that the referred person is getting a immediate care in the hospital, and she is giving some primary care, means like first aid care, whenever she is referring the child or the patient to the other centers. She is establishing a good communication and trust between the patient and health provider, and she is taking the steps to ensure high quality care that is available at the receiving end. Means where she is referring the child, she is making sure that there they are giving her the quality care, and she is influencing the patient's perception of quality of care and at the receiving end. So whenever she is following the case, whenever she is monitoring the case, and whenever she is talking to the referral person as well as the patient itself, she is making sure that the quality care which is being provided to the patient, it is not going down. Nextly, we'll see what are all the barriers, identification of referral barriers. So cost. So here economic status, it is the main barrier here. So many studies on referral have identified cost and transportation as the main barrier for a successful referral. So even though if you are referring the patient to the other healthcare centers, so there, because of the lack of money, the referred patient or the referred child cannot be taken to the other healthcare center there. Nextly, transport. So depending upon the location, the referring and the receiving structures, the quality of roads and trails and water routes running between the two access to private So and the type of vehicle that they are using, what is the public transport that is available, what is the cost of the transport, what is the seasonal variation which is mainly causing because of flooding or snowfall on the mountain passes. So based on all these things, so if the transport, so it has become one of the major barrier in the referral system. So nextly we have some critical barriers. Mainly these critical barriers are like real and perceived cost of referral. So what is the fee services, drug cost and laboratory cost. So if they are very high, the socio-economically backward people, the socio-economically poor people, they cannot go and get the treatment there. And distance between the referral and receiving structures means if the referral structure is within a normal limit, within the reach of the personnel, so they can go, they can get there and they can get the treatment. If it is very far, so it might include the cost, it might include the transport, so they are acting as a major barriers as we have discussed. And road network and water route referral system. So if the road network or water route between the referral and referring structures is not in a proper way, so it might become a barrier. And cost in the money transport at the time of transport and receiving structures and identification of the receiving structure and preparation for the sick children. So all these things, they are acting as some of the critical barriers. So most important issues in the referral structures are like types of personnel and their level of training in the referral structure. So the person who is referring, she might refer to she might refer to a lower healthcare center, or she might refer a simple case to a higher healthcare center. So here, depending upon the types of personnel, so it is causing an important issue here. And the quality of health services in the referral services. So if you are sending the patient to the referral system, if you are sending the patient to the receiving end, there the referral hospital, if they are not providing the care in a proper manner, so it is causing a major issue again. And the attitude of health personnel toward the care of the patient referred by the community health workers. So here always the workers who are working in the higher centers, so they must be courtesy, they must work with courtesy, and they should not show any kind of bias, but they have to focus on the overall development of the child and overall health of the patient and hours of service availability. So these are some of the issues here. Nextly, we'll see what are all the referral services that are available. So there were steps in the referral system. Firstly, we'll have triage system. Here, according to this triage system, patients are mainly grouped into 3 categories. So category 1, category 2 and category 3. So category 1 means fatal conditions, like if the patient is not receiving the treatment, the patient cannot be saved. So this is described here as category 1. Secondly, if category 2, so serious conditions, so life can be saved if the patient is receiving the immediate treatment. And third category, minor condition, means means there is no threat for the life and referral can be made safely. So what is the first category? So this is fatal conditions. Even though if you are giving the treatment also, you might save or you might not save the patient. In category 2, serious conditions, if you give the treatment, the patient will definitely become alive. And category 3, minor conditions. So based on this triage system, this category 2 is given more priority compared to the category 1 and category 3. So if you see here a referral system, so community health worker, she is referring the patient to the PHC, from PHC to district hospital, from district to the specialized hospital. So community health worker will refer to the multi-purpose healthcare worker. So from multi-purpose means from sub-center, it is getting referred to the PHC. So from PHC to the rural hospital, so rural hospital to district healthcare center, from district to the teaching hospital or regional healthcare center, from teaching hospital or regional healthcare center to the specialist hospital. So this is the referral figure in the community healthcare setting. So if you see the sub-centers, so these are peripheral and outpost of existing healthcare delivery. So these are some of the primary centers which were present at the community healthcare center. So they are the least here when it is considered. So they mainly contain the basic institutions for rural healthcare. So what are the services that were provided in the sub-centers? Means mainly the services which were related to the children, maternal health, family welfare, nutrition and protection from the diseases and communicable diseases. So all these are some of the cares that were provided in the sub-centers. So other important activities that are provided to healthcare as awareness is like supply of medicines and first aid and maternal and child healthcare, and referral for the PHCs and sub-centers to the PHCs and community healthcare centers with the sub centers. So from sub centers, they are the periphery, means primary healthcare centers which were considered. So they are mainly present in the rural areas. So the services which were provided are like all the child and maternal mother care services and referral services for PHC and community healthcare center. So here the sub center, it is looked after by a female multi-purpose health worker and female multi-purpose health worker, or he can be a male or female also. Nextly, primary healthcare center. So here primary healthcare centers are above the sub centers. So here it is the small basic agency. So it is serving all the primary healthcare needs which were provided to the people in a smallest area. So it forms the pillar upon and around which all the activities of the area are built. Means it is guiding the sub centers. The PHC, it is mainly guiding the sub centers which were located in different areas. So it is providing the public and healthcare team, means it is providing the primary healthcare services. So it is giving the maternal child health services, it is taking the family planning, control of endemic and epidemic diseases, and collection of statistics, education and basic laboratory services. And they are also having the referral systems, mainly referrals to the from primary healthcare centers to the community healthcare centers. For example, according to 2005 census, we have 22,974 PHCs and we have 3,215 community healthcare centers. Nextly, we'll see what are these community healthcare centers. So these community healthcare centers, they are having 30 beds. They are having specialists in surgery, medicine, obstetrics and gynecology, pediatrics, and they are having the X-ray as well as laboratory facilities also. So for strengthening individual, so they are mainly focusing upon the strengthening of the individual, prevention of diseases, and promoting the aspects of healthcare, and community health workers as a referral center for the PHCs in the particular area. So from sub centers, it is referred to the PHC. From PHC, it is referred to the CHC. So community health care centers. So here from community health care centers, they are connected to the district hospitals and teaching hospitals where all the specialty services are provided for the people. So this is the referral form here. So referral form contains all the referral registration number, what is the date, what is the name of the patient, what is the fathers and what is the age, what is the sex, what is the religion, what is the occupation, what is the primary diagnosis, what is the short history of the patient, what is the treatment that is given by the patient, what is the date of sending the patient to the referral, and what is the cause for sending the referral. And it contains all the different papers that were enclosed, and name of the center and designation. So this is the referral form here. So for example, if you see here the work of the primary healthcare center, so it is mainly looked by the medical officer and there are health workers under him. So each PHC, it has to take care of 6 sub centers. So a sub center, it is mainly covering 5,000 population in plain areas and 3,000 population in hilly areas, and primary healthcare centers, they are covering up to 30,000 population in plain areas and 20,000 population in hilly and tribal areas. And CHC, community healthcare center, it is covering like 1,20,000 persons in plain areas and 80,000 persons in the tribal areas. So what is the role of a nurse in referral system means? So she must be aware of their limitations and what are their responsibilities in the referral system, and training the family members in recognition of risk factors and danger signs of illness. She must be training them. She must maintain and establish the emergency committees in the community. She must give health education. She must be well trained. She must be well trained to activate and sustain the emergency committees. So where there is fundraising and transport of sick members to the community, and while she is sending a serious patient, and life-saving equipment and medication should be arranged with the patient. So these are some of the roles of the nurses, and nurses should accompany the patient while sending him for the referral. So this is regarding the referral systems. With this, your 7th unit has been completed. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe the channel, and if you have any queries, you can drop them in the comment box. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.